Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John House. Thanks for checking out the video. Thanks for coming to hang out with me. I really appreciate it. Having a lot of fun with this, so I'm excited to dig back into some Nightwish on the channel. I mentioned, I think, in the comments video that more Nightwish was coming this week, so here it is. We're just, at this point, we're kind of just like working our way through Gabriel Bardak's suggestion list until we get, I don't know. I mean, I guess until further notice. So, with that in mind, we have Storytime loaded up and ready to go. This is from 2013, live at Waken, open air. Some of y'all corrected me on my pronunciation. It is not Wacken. The German W pronounced with the V sound in English. So Waken, I think, is a little bit closer. So yeah, we're going to get into this in just a minute here. So yeah. Real quick, though, if you like what I do and you want to support the channel further, there is a link in the description to the Patreon, so you can head over there and support me that way, because you know most of my videos can't be monetized because I'm using, you know, content protected or whatever, copyrighted content. But that's about all I'm going to say for that. Let's just dig into this. Nightwish Storytime. Here we go.
I think it's time for a little story.
I'm here for it.
It's definitely story time.
Pause. So there are a couple of things that I wanted to note right in the beginning. I mean, Floor's command and presence just is palpable, right? Even on the YouTube video, the live version online, like, you know, it's I can't even imagine what it would be like to be in, you know, her presence or in Nightwish's presence, you know. Just like there's a command, I think, that she has over her voice that not a lot of people have. And it's part of what makes her an exceptional vocalist, but also just like it gives her that, and maybe Nightwish as a whole has this like stage presence that not a lot of other bands have ever been able to replicate. I mean, in addition to that, like there's not so much of the symphonic nature or the symphonic aspect of to this one so far, which I think is really cool, because I was expecting something more along the symphonic lines, and this is just like straight up heavy. And you can see, you know, the head twirling here. It's awesome. So I took it back a little bit, and now we're gonna keep going. Oh my God. So, okay, I'm gonna pause here too, because one of my favorite things just happened is like when you have a section in a song and then you repeat that section, but you add an extra layer to it. Like I guess it's a little thing, but it really gets me. And so like the guitars did that with this. So like the first part of the verse are, you know, and then the second part, the repeat with the verse with the guitar work sort of like nestled in there. Really helps to flesh out, I think, the emotional content of the song. In addition to that, this thing with Nightwish that I'm really kind of like learning to love is their folky vibe, right? And for me, like folk music has to, there's something about folk music. I'm not like really well versed in it, but there's a storytelling aspect to folk music that like when I hear it, I'm like, oh, that puts me in mind of you know, folk music. And so there's this like, it's like almost maybe symphonic metal is what it is, but like there's symphonic folk metal, I think is kind of like how I'm wrapping my head around it, because there's this story aspect that comes through not in just the performance, but the lyrics as well, and the way that the lyrics are, like the way that the story is told. Okay, so we'll take it back, and then we'll keep going. This is so cool. Like, okay, I'm gonna pause again because this like main riff here is so like heavy and driving, and yet it's not overly complex at any like one instrumental point. And I think that this too is also something that's unique about Nightwish in like especially as far as metal goes, because there's I think a penchant in, did I use that word right? I don't know if I used that word right, but there's a tendency for metal music to also like push the envelope as far as technicality goes. And I think some bands kind of miss the mark where they become too obsessed with the technical aspects and they forget that it's also about the storytelling, not just with the lyrics, but also with the performance and with the way that you arrange each individual piece and the overall, like the overarching view of what you're trying to accomplish with the song. So that's one of the things that I've really learned to like about Nightwish, is that their focus is broad, right? And so that allows them to let their stuff breathe, right? But also to make it, to really like scratch that itch that I think a lot of us metal fans have for that, like the heavy driving riffs, to kind of like that function as like the battery to take you to where they want to take you. All right, we'll take it back, then we'll keep going just a little bit. Yes. Also, side note, hold on. What was that instrument that I've seen like 4 times now? What is that thing? Yeah, this thing right there. Is that an organ? Is that like a legit pipe organ? Because that's fucking wild. I don't think I've ever seen that in a band before. That's amazing. Oh, really? Good Lord. Okay, hold on. Symphonic folk metal opera. Okay, that's what this is. Good Lord, woman. Again. Lord. Great! Well, shit. I don't even know where to start. You know, so one of the things that I really love about artists in general is like doing more with less. It's like the more you can say in fewer words, the more respect, you know, or the more appreciation I have for your ability as an artist. And so it's like, you know, I'm a Periphery fan. I love Periphery. They're one of my favorite bands ever. And their new album is wild. I would highly suggest you go check it out if you haven't. But in a lot of ways, they're like diametrically opposed to the stuff that I've heard from Nightwish. Whereas I think Periphery has an ability to create, like they've created their own sound and almost like their own vocabulary with the way that they like the riffs that they write and their approach to music in general. But it is there's a heavy technical aspect to it, and a lot of like syncopation, off kilter things, very like blistering guitar solos kind of throughout. More classically, I think what you would expect from a metal band. And then listening to Nightwish, it's actually really cool for me because I can feel with each like subsequent listen that like, oh, they're deeper. There's more of a there's more to dig into here. It's not just about like the flash or the technicality or even really about the songwriting. Like there's something else. There's something bigger to them. And so it's really cool for me to be able to like peel this back with you guys in real time and figure out what exactly is the allure, because I can feel it, right? I've only heard, I think, three songs from them, but I can feel there's something like happening with them that's very enticing to me and very interesting. So really excited that we're doing this on this channel. So yeah, I mean, just generally, that was a lot of fun for me. That was a badass song. That's just what it is. It was a badass song. And there's like a lot of, again, there's just like something, there's so much, it's so rich, I think is the appropriate word for it. It's like symphonically rich. And so it gives you as the listener the opportunity to lose yourself in like the symphony of sounds that are occurring, and then just kind of just be blown the fuck away by the climax there, the ending. So really just awesome from beginning to end. Loved the track. Really, it's really enjoying checking out this band too. So. But I think that is going to do it for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget, we do like to do comments videos. Yeah, we'll catch you in the comments videos. So I'm going to get out of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.